This is a Baytown Media live stream sports presentation.
Royal Rock Casino takes entertainment to the next level, bringing the electrifying atmosphere of casino gaming directly to your chosen venue. Specializing in captivating casino nights with play money, we create an ambience where fun is the jackpot. From grand events boasting 15 gaming tables to intimate gatherings with just a few, our dedicated team ensures every moment feels authentically casino. Dive into a world of excitement with Royal Rock Casino and let us transform your next event into a thrilling adventure.
Welcome, Caps Nation! Make some noise as we introduce your U11A St. John's Caps All-Stars. Between the pipes, number 1, Noah O'Brien, and number 31, Simon Russell. On the blue line, number 12, Drew Pike. Number 8, Josh Cheater. Number 4, William Lewis. Number 18, Ben Tizard. Number 3, Henry Nash. And number 2, Vincent O'Reilly Hillier. Up front, number 17, Charlie Martin. Number 9, Ryan Walsh. Number 11, Peyton Pike. Number 10, Max Barnes. Number 14, George Winter. Number 7, Henry White. Number 19, Aiden Brown. Number 15, James Cheater. And number 5, Nate Wilson. Head coach, Steve Barnes. Assistant coaches, Jeremy Cheater, Ryan Brown, Matthew Lewis, and Aaron Walsh. Your U11A St. John's Caps All-Stars. Go Caps!
Good evening and welcome to Capital Mitsubishi Center in St. John's. We've got exhibition Under 11A hockey action between the Bay Rovers and the St. John's Caps. Regular season over for the Caps, just waiting for the next round of the playoffs to start. First round has already started, and we'll have a look at the scores so far this week. So back on February 3rd, CBR defeated the Eagles 3-2. The Eagles bounced back a night after with a 4-0 lead. So that's the first couple of games of the first round. This is the way the regular season ended up, with Caps in first place. So St. John's Caps and Blades with the bye in the first round. And they're just waiting the winners of the next games. But right now we got exhibition. St. John's Caps and the Bay Rovers from Bay Roberts. And there's the horn, and we're just about ready to go. To welcome you to Caps Minor Hockey, proudly presented by Baytown Media and by Royal Rock Casino. Still lots of hockey action left for the Caps this year. The Joe Tournament in Halifax coming up in March. Provincials coming up, and of course the Don Johnson playoffs going on right now as well. We're just about ready for face-off. Cats will be in the black jerseys, the Rovers in the white. First look at this Rovers team this year for us. Here's face-off. Caps take it right off the bat. Brown in over the line. Brown in behind the goal. And covered up and held on to by goaltender. Goaltender Mason Bowering for the Rovers. Puck around the boards. A hook there, no call. And the Rovers get it down ice, up the center. Caps back down with it. Nice pass across. Brown over the pike. Back across. Oh! And that didn't miss by much. The Rovers turn it back down ice. Caps a nice passing play getting up ice. Rovers now in again. Here come the Caps. Oh, two Caps collide. Winter looking for the pass across and back to the point. And that's blocked in front. Cheater in the corner trying to get it out. Cats in behind. Martin tries to get it to Winter, but out come the Rovers. The Rovers get it back, and Cats will pick it up. And it's going to be an icing call. Face-off going to go all the way back down ice. 8:24 left in the first. No score still. Caps now trying to get it out of the zone. Nice pass up to the middle. Caps chasing after it. Martin flying down the wing. Trying to get the puck back to the point now. Pike jumps in. Trying to get the puck across. Martin back out over the line. Caps have to go back and retrieve that puck. Caps dump it again. White chasing in after it. Out go the Rovers, now up to the blue line. Rovers cutting in towards the goal. Caps coming out with it. Now up the center. Nice move there. Caps come in over the line. Shot. Big save again. There by Bowering. Puck down behind the goal. Peyton Pike picks it up. He'll dump it back down. Christie back for the Rovers. Trying to get the puck up, and Brown is chasing after it. Chance here, Burns with a shot, and that's just wide. Caps come out with it in the corner, but the Rovers pick it up now. Boyd will dump it down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call. 6:27 left in the first. No score. Live at Capital Mitsubishi Center in St. John's. Martin to take this face off. Gets it back. Barnes and taken away by Drover, now coming out over the line. Shot in. That's over the arm of Simon Russell, who gets the start this evening. A pass in front, and that just missed wide. Back come the Caps now. And that's taken away. Drover back down ice again. Shot in. That's wide. Puck in the corner. Caps trying to get it out. And Barnes almost got his stick on it. Dumped in by Morgan. Caps now with it behind the goal. Nice lead pass. Here goes Brown. Brown, couple of moves, and Cheater comes up with it. Cheater, shot. Over the goal. Caps in, banging away. Winter in there. Winter saw the goal. Back to the point. Pike with a shot. That deflects just wide. Puck now over in the corner. Caps keep it in. Rovers get it back. Cheater with a shot. Deflects in front. Winter chasing after it. Or White, sorry. White turns it back in the corner. Back to White. White falls with it. And out go the Rovers again. Rovers dump it down ice. Back to center. And Pike will chase it down as it goes back to Russell, and Russell will cover it up and hold on for a face-off. 4:49 left in the first period. Still no score. St. John's Caps and the Bay Rovers live from Capital Mitsubishi Center in St. John's. Early Friday evening game. Shot, and it's gloved by Russell and held on for a face-off. Both teams now will change up. Caps get it out. Here goes Pike. Pike flying in. Pass across. Backhander scores! Aiden Brown, number 19, with a great feed from Peyton Pike. And the Caps take a 1-0 lead with 4:27 left in the first period. Caps get the icebreaker. Tizert dumps it down ice. Caps chasing after it. And that's going to be an icing call. Face off going all the way back down to the Caps in. Face off now down by Russell. We're going to wait now for the ref to drop, and here we go. Puck out over the line. Caps pick it up. Brown. Collision there at the blue line. Brown still has it. Brown with a move. Brown, nice pass in front. Oh! Off the defenseman's stick. Unlucky bounce, and the Caps take a 2-0 lead. Unlucky break there for the Rovers. And the Caps take a 2-0 lead with 4:03 left in the first. Face off taken by the Rovers. Shot in. Into the corner. Puck in front, banging away at it. There's some traffic there. I think Russell has it covered up. No goal. Covered up for a face-off. 3:49 left in the first. An under 11 exhibition. Lewis around the back of the goal. Scramble in front. The Rovers still have it. Backhander by Martin at the zone. Here goes Cheater. Cheater got Burns. Oh, saucer pass across just over the stick of Burns. Burns wraps it back in around in front. Off to the side. Burns chasing after it again. Put it down low. Cheater now going for it in the corner. And now the Rovers can't get it out of the zone. Kept in. Martin battling. Barnes going in there as well. We got some pushing and shoving in the corner. Wrap around. Caps banging away. And covered up for face-off. 2:45 now left in the first. Face-off now to the left of Bowering, who's in goal for the Rovers. The Rovers trying to get it out. Collision in the corner. And Rovers get up to the blue line, and we'll dump it. And we got a hit over there. Looks like an interference call coming up to Cheater. Caps chasing in after it. Rovers get it back down ice. Up the center, intercept it, and there's the call. Looks like an interference call to Josh Cheater. And the Rovers will get the first power play of the evening. The 2:17 left in the first. Caps get it out. Down ice. Caps killing some time off the clock. Oh, puck deflected there. Pike back to get it now center. And he'll dump it all the way down. And Peyton Pike chasing after it. He'll pick it up behind the goal. Centers it. Caps putting lots of pressure on. Now battle in the corner. And here go the Rovers. 2-on-2 coming out the zone. And we've got another penalty call coming up. And Brown going to the box. So 2-man advantage for 1:17 and 1:34 left in the first. So good opportunity now for the Rovers to get on the board. Caps will have their work cut out for them. Down 2 men for an extended period of time. Lewis behind the goal. Lewis will dump it. And Rovers Bartlett back to pick it up, and he's winding up for a rush. Great stick there by Martin. Martin 1-on-4 and comes out with the puck. Now go back. Rovers back again. Drover. And offsides at the line. 2-0. St. John's Caps lead. First period, 1 minute left in the first. 43 seconds left in the first. Penalty to the Caps. Rover still with it. Shot in. Bounced in and stopped by Russell. Held on. We'll get another face-off in the Caps end. 46.2 seconds left. 29 seconds left in the first penalty. Face-off taken, and the Caps will dump it all the way down the ice. Rovers whip it around the boards. Pike now back to pick it up in his own zone. Spins, comes back the other way, and he'll dump it to the length of the ice. 8 seconds left. Puck now back up the center. And that will do it for the first period. At the end of one, 2-0 lead for the St. John's Caps. 26 seconds left in the power play for the Rovers as we'll start the second period. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back for second period action. 13 seconds left in the power play for the Rovers. And out come the Rovers with it now. Oh, big collision there. Cheater. Looks like an offside call, but a huge collision as Marks was coming in over the blue line and hit Cheater. No penalty call, it's just an offside call. Caps in on the brakes. Pass across. Shot. Oh, big save there by Bowering. Shot there and covered up by the Rovers goaltender and held on. Face off now and Caps in. Or sorry, in the Rovers in. Back in the corner. Rovers now up to the blue line and dumped in to the far corner. Raleigh Hillier trying to get it, but nobody can't get it. It's in front. Here come the Cats with it now. Wilson up the center. In front. Move over on the far boards. In front. Brown cutting and again covered up. At the side of the goal by Mason Bowering. Two nothing lead still for the St. John's Caps. 8:20 left in the second. Bartlett coming in, high shot, and that's gloved by Simon Russell, who holds on and keeps it for a face-off. Peyton Pike now to take the face-off. Back to the point, kept in, dumps back in. And now it's out over the line. Rovers pick it up. Center and will dump it. And it's going to be nice and calm. Face-off going to come outside. Under 11A exhibition live from Capital Mitsubishi Center in St. John's. It's playoff season and provincial season starting to ramp up in Newfoundland. Puck now out over the line. Pike back to get it. Pike. Pass up the boards. That was intercepted. Cheater has it in front of the goal. Gets it to Brown. Turn back down around. Peyton Pike has it. Lead pass down to Barnes, chasing after it. Right over the line. Dump back down again. And held on for a face-off. 7:05 left in the second period. Still 2-0. St. John's Caps leading Bay Rovers. And Caps Minor Hockey again proudly brought to you by Baytown Media and by Royal Rock Casino. Here go the Rovers now down over the blue line. March dumps it in behind.
Get there.
Caps trying to get it in the corner. And Caps turn it back down. Martin Turn it back down ice. And the Caps will dump it in. Drew Pike up the boards. Up the Cheater now, James Cheater will dump it in. And that will go right to the goaltender and held on for a face-off. 6:04 left in the second period. And again, still 2-0, St. John's Caps lead. Kept in, shot, and that's covered up again. But Bowering is seeing a lot of action in this game. Caps now behind the net. Pike spins, fires. That didn't miss by much. Caps still controlling. Shot in. Caps still with it. In front. Back to the point. Dumped in around the boards. Peyton Pike in again. Puck still down behind the goal line. Peyton Pike hauled down. No call there. And out come the Rovers. Bartlett. Shot high and off the blocker of Russell. And Caps again bring it down ice. Shot in. Martin spins, fires, and that's just wide. Caps now buzzing. Battling the near boards. Dumped in by Tizard. Rovers trying to get it out. Nice pass across off the bar. Shot there by Brown. Caps in again. In front. Big save there by Bowering. And keeping this game 2-0. Some great goaltending by the Rovers. And now we got a goaltending change as Garland comes in. So a great first half of the game by Mason Bowering. Puck in the corner. Cap chasing it down. And Rovers will get it out over the line. Still got it, long shot, and that's stopped by Russell, and face-off will come outside the line as they were offside before the shot was taken. Face-off now just outside the Rovers blue line. White will dump it down. Icing waved off. Puck in front. Cheater now. James Cheater will dump it behind the goal. Cheater in there again. And the Rovers now. Butler in over the line, and that's knocked aside by Russell. Russell will get the full game today as O'Brien is still away. Puck in behind, Cheater. Cheater, it's like Cheater going to the box, is it? Not sure what the call is. No, Winter going to the box. And face off now into Caps end as the Rovers go back to the power play. Caps have to be the most penalized team in the league this year. Caps trying to get it at the zone. Lewis off the boards to Raleigh Hillier. Back to the point, kept in, and Peyton Pike now gets it out over the line. Back come the Rovers, and just out over the line. Peyton Pike trying to clear it. Raleigh Hillier gets it down to the Rovers blue line, and Lewis picks it up, and Lewis will dump it the length of the ice. The Rovers take it and dump it back down. Peyton Pike now over the blue line. Puck in the corner. Rovers now over the line. Here comes Marsh. Number 10, lots of speed from Marsh. Shot in, and that's blocked by Russell. And up the boards, Barnes chasing it down. Rovers now get it back up the center and down over the line. Isaac Dean around the net, in front. No, Rovers can't get to it. Now got it at the point. Shot. Whoa, just off the outside the post. Close there. Nash in the corner after it. The Rovers trying to get it in behind the goal. Tizert down low. Great work by Tizert. Barnes. Hop ice. Great defensive play there by the Rovers. You got a collision there in front of the benches. Cats back into zone. Shot, and that's wide. Puck still behind the goal. 41 seconds left in the second period. Very fast paced second period. Cheater, Josh Cheater, over to Drew Pike. 27 seconds left, and he'll dump it down the ice. Back come the Rovers now in over the line. Bartlett falls, and Pike will wrap it around the boards to White. 9 seconds left. Last effort here for the Caps. Cheater, toe drag. And great back check there by the Rovers. And that will do it for the second period. 2-0 still at the end of 2. St. John's lead. Under 11A All-Star Hockey exhibition from Capital Mitsubishi Center. And we'll be back in just a second. Back now to start third period. Still 2-0 St. John's Caps. The exhibition game between the Bay Rovers and the St. John's Caps. Shot in, And that's clubbed down by Russell and held on for a face-off. Shot in behind the goal. Caps chasing it down, trying to get it out. And will. Puck sent back down again. Couple players hitting the boards. And puck in front. Shot. Scores. Looks like the Rovers. The Rovers get on the board. Goal by number 11, Jack Collins. And the Rovers make it a one-goal game. Barnes across ice. Shot here. And that's blocker to side. Rebound. Caps can't put it in, and the Rovers now coming out with some speed. Martin, great back checking there by Martin. Cheater will get it in just over the line. The Rovers send it back out. Tizzard will drive it back in. And the puck bouncing around the neutral zone. Tizzard, backhander. Barnes chasing it down. Puck now back out to center again. Rovers. That looks like another power play. Gonna be a tripping call against Barnes. So the Rovers will go back to the power play with 8 minutes exactly left and down by 1. Face off won by the Caps and dumped down ice all the way down to the goaltender. And he'll hold on for a face off as White was bearing down. Face off now in the Rovers end. Face off won by Winter. Caps dump it back in. Puck still in the corner. Now the Rovers are coming out with it. Stopped up by White. Big stick in there by White, and he'll dump it back down around the boards. Over to the sideboards. And out come the Rovers. Chance, and that's wide of the goal. Peyton Pike now takes it short-handed. In shot. Glove down. Big save there by Garland. Caps still with it. Caps wrap around. Can't tuck that one in, and Rovers chug it back down ice. Back to the point. Shot. Deflects. Off to the side to goal, and Cats will dump it down. Here come the Rovers again. 30 seconds left on the power play. Nice lead pass there. And turn back to Martin. Caps dump it all the way back down again behind the Rovers net. Caps pressuring on the puck. Martin steals it, trying to get it out front. Martin still dancing with it down behind the goal. Martin got the puck on a string. Drover now for the Rovers. Get it up the center and dump it in. Puck in the corner. We got a foot race for it. And that's going to be icing. As a power play over. 5:27 left in the third period. St. John's Caps lead 2-1 over the Bay Rovers. Under 11A All-Star Hockey exhibition from Capitol's Mitsubishi Center in St. John's. Face off now to Caps in. And offsides at the line. And face off to come outside. 5:15 left in the third period. Exciting game. Two teams that haven't seen much of each other this year. Caps dump it down. Rovers try to get it out. Caps need to get back onside. Up around the boards and kept in by Winter. Winter pass over to White. Nash will dump it in front. And Rovers now control and get it up to the line, but can't get it out. Caps will dump it back in again. White chasing after it in the corner. Cheater now with it. James Cheater. Tizzard coming off the point. And he'll wrap it down low to White. White cycles it back down around the back of the goal. Back to Tizzard, who will keep it in. Caps keeping the Rovers trapped in their zone. And now the Rovers are up the center, but turn back again. Brown. Wilson now picks it up and runs into traffic. Back out to Cheater. He gets it up to Brown. Brown with a shot. And that's wide and high. Wilson chasing it back to center, and Wilson stops up and gets it off the boards. Peyton Pike almost took it. The Rovers take it back down the Caps blue line. Caps turn it back down. Peyton Pike in over the line, and that's going to be offsides. Face-off going to come outside. 3:26 left in the third period. Under 11A exhibition. Live from Capital Mitsubishi Center in St. John's. Puck all the way back down. Pike chasing after it. Caps get it out over the line. Here goes Barnes. Barnes shovels it ahead to Cheater. Cheater got Martin going to the net. Martin picks it up now behind the goal. Martin and Cheater backhands it behind the goal. Martin spins and fires. Pike has it now at the line. Pike will dump it in to Cheater. And now we got a penalty call to the Rovers. Looks like a tripping call. With 2:40 left, Caps will go to the power play. Owen Barrett going to the box for the Rovers. Face off now in the Rovers, and Winter wins that face off. The Rovers trying to get it out, kept in by Raleigh Hillier. And puck dumped all the way down the ice. Caps got it now. Winter dancing over the blue line, gets knocked down. White with a shot, and that's blocked in front. Wilson behind the goal, trying to get it out in front. And stopped there by Raleigh Hillier at the point. White working hard. And dumped all the way down the ice again. Lewis chasing after it. .114 left in the power play. Couple of Caps digging for it. Lead pass now up the Barron shot. Brown. Oh, what a save there by Garland. Snagged that shot from Brown. Brown had that one labeled. Great save. Face off won by the Rovers. Back to the point. Nash with a shot. That's kicked aside. Barnes, short angle, and that's again scooped up. Like Garland. Held on. 1:28 left in the third. 48 seconds left in the Caps power play. Pike now going to take this face off. Back to the point. Nash has it. Nash with a shot. That tips right in front to Brown. Brown gets a bounce there. And a power play goal for the Caps. Shot in from Nash at the blue line. A couple bounces and went right on the stick of Brown. 1:22 left in the third period. And the Caps now take a 3-1 lead. Lead pass up. Caps dump it down. Martin chasing after it. Martin gets dumped behind the goal. Caps get it back to the point. Tizard will dump it in. Rovers will spin it around the other side. Come at his own with it. 50 seconds left. Caps get it up the center, off the boards. Martin chasing in after it. Martin with a shot. And that high and wide. Puck in front, and that's, looks like we got another whistle. And Drover looks like going to the box for the Rovers with 24 seconds left. So Caps with a short power play here to end the third, up 3-1. Face off won by the Caps. Back to the point. Drew Pike with a shot, and that's wide. Cheater in off the other point, keeping it in. Peyton Pike with it now. Peyton Pike trying to get it in front. The Rovers turn it back down. That will do it. 2 seconds. And that's the game. Make the final 3-1. St. John's Caps over the Bay Rovers. Exciting game here at Capital Mitsubishi Center under U11A exhibition. Thank you all for joining. This game has been proudly brought to you by Baytown Media and also Royal Rock Casino. And safe travels to the Rovers heading back over the highway this evening. And that will do it. Final 3-1, St. John's Caps over the Bay Rovers.
This is a Baytown Media live sports presentation.